Hello students, I hope you all are doing well. I am your maths teacher Richa Singh. So today we are going to study lesson 13 of your book, that is geometry. Let us see what are the things this year in your chapter geometry. So the contents that we are going to cover are straight lines and curved lines, 2D shapes and their properties, 3D shapes and their properties, tangram, tessellation, map. Let us see what are straight and curved lines. What is line? The sign made from one dot to the other dot is called line. So, before studying curved line and straight line, we should have a clear concept about line. Now, there are two types of line, straight line and curved line. You can see here with the help of diagram and definition too. The line which goes in one direction is called a straight line. The line which changes direction or which is not a straight is called curved line. Now let us see 2D shapes. A 2D shape is a flat, plain shape. D means dimension, so it means a shape which has two dimensions. So here the two dimensions are breadth and length. The smaller side is known as breadth and the longer side is known as length. Now here let us see what are the different kind of 2D shapes. You can see square. It has 4 sides, 4 corners, and square has all of its sides equal. Rectangle. It also has 4 sides and 4 corners, but here only opposite sides are equal. In rectangle, all sides are not equal. Triangle. Triangle has 3 sides and 3 corners. You can see it with the help of diagram also. Circle. You can see there are 0 sides and it is having no corner, so it means it is having 0 vertices. Now let us see 3-dimensional shapes. 3-dimensional shapes, a shape which has 3 dimensions, or you can also call it 3D shapes. The shapes which come under 3-dimensional are cube, rectangular prism, sphere, cone, cylinder. Now let us see what is 3D shape. A 3-dimensional or 3D shape or solid is a shape but has length, that is depth, breadth, that is width, and height. It is made up of faces, which is also known as surfaces, edges, corners. Corners means vertices and plane of symmetry. 3D shapes are also called polyhedron. So here in the diagram you can see what is called width, depth, height. Now let us first have a look at what are the key points, like the words that we are going to use is vertices, edges, faces. Vertices are the pointy bits or the corners where edges meet. You can see it here below in the diagram. Edges are the lines around a shape. You can see how edges has been shown with the red line below the diagram. And faces are the sides that you touch when you hold a shape. Let us see our first 3D shape, that is cube. A 3-dimensional shape which has 6 square faces, all the same size, 12 edges and 8 vertices. So, in brief, a cube has 6 faces, 12 edges and 8 vertices. So, students, what can be example of cube? You can know what are the cube. You can use it in your daily lives. As you know, the dice that you play with, that is cube, or the game that you play with the Rubik's cube. Okay, now let us see cuboid. A 3-dimensional shape which has 6 rectangular faces, 12 edges and 8 vertices. So here you can see a cuboid has 6 faces, 12 edges and 8 vertices. You can see cube and cuboid, both of them are having equal number of faces, edges and vertices. Now let us see a sphere, a perfectly round 3-dimensional shape like a ball. It has only one curved surface. A sphere has one face, 0 edges and 0 corners. A sphere, what are the sphere? You can take example of ball, tennis ball, cricket ball, basketball. All these will come under a sphere. Cylinder, a 3-dimensional shape with one curved surface and 2 equal circles on its end is known as cylinder. A cylinder has 2 faces, 1 surface, 2 edges and 0 corners. Now let us see, students, what is a tangram. A tangram is a dissection puzzle consisting of a square cut into 7 flat shapes which can be arranged to form various other shapes like numbers, alphabets or pictures. So from this you can know that a tangram, or using tangram we can make different shapes also. We can use the shapes that is given in tangram to make other shapes, alphabets and number. Now as you can see, here was the tangram in the image in which different shapes have been made out. So after cutting these shapes, you can see here we have got other shapes like 2 large triangles of red and yellow color. We have got 1 square of orange color, 1 parallelogram of green color, 1 medium triangle of blue and 2 small triangles of purple and pink color. So I hope now you have understand what is tangram and how we can use it. Okay, now let us see tessellation. The process of covering any flat surface with the pattern of 2D shapes. What is 2D shape? 2-dimensional shapes, such that no part remains uncovered or overlaps is called tessellation or tiling. So, rules to tessellate a surface. Number 1 rule is tessellation must tile a surface without a gap or overlap. So, avoid gapping or overlapping while you tessellate any surface. Rule 2. The tiles must be regular polygons and of the same size. This is very important that whenever you have to tessellate any given area, you will tessellate it with the pieces or with the 2D figures that should be of equal size and regular polygon. Thank you, students. I hope you all have understood the various topics which we have covered in this chapter.